Hi, Phanessa here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to crochet the Tunisian twists and crosses stitch. So this is one that I'm working on, and it is in bulky weight, and it has different colors with one ball. The other one is just plain white with some glitter on it. It is a thicker fabric. This is what it looks like on the other side. I'm going to use these two here for the demonstration video. So I'll be using worsted weight yarn, and I'm going to use a larger hook size. I'm using a 10.5. It is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. It is larger than what's recommended on the label, but that's what you need for Tunisian crochet. You always want to go up 1 or 2 sizes to prevent curling, and if you're a tight crocheter, you may want to go even larger. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with this color A, and then this will be B. So you want to work a slip knot, and we're going to chain in multiples of 2. So it's in multiples of 2 plus 2 edge stitches. So I'm just going to make a little sample, and I'm going to chain in multiples of 2 plus the 2 edge stitches. So in the end, you will have an even number of stitches. Okay, so now I'm going to work into the second chain from the hook. So here is the first and second. Turn it slightly so that you can work through the back humps. This side is flat. You want to turn, and then there'll be bumps on the back side. That's where you work your stitches. So on a second chain, turn it slightly, insert your hook into the hump, the little hump back there, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Leave your loops on the hook. You're going to repeat, working to the next chain stitch. So insert right there, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So continue pulling up a loop from every chain stitch across. You should have the same number of loops on your hook as you did when you chained your stitches. So if you chained 10 stitches, you should have 10 loops on your hook. If you chained 20 stitches, you should have 20 loops on your hook. So the process of the foundation row is usually the forward and return pass. So it's 2 steps to make 1 row. Okay, I'm at the last stitch here. I'm going to pull up my final loop. So now we want to change colors, and we always want to change colors on the return pass. So when you get to this side here. So I'm going to grab the other color. You can start with a slip knot if you like. I just like to make a loop and place that on my hook. Then you want to chain 1 to start your return pass. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then just repeat across. Okay, last one. Now you have your foundation row. So we're going to start the stitch pattern. We are going to be using the same color, and we're going to start by skipping this edge stitch here. You always skip this edge stitch. Okay, we're going to start by skipping the next stitch and then working the next one. So we're going to work a Tunisian simple stitch. Insert your hook through the vertical bar. There's one back here. You just want to work through the front. Then you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and then we're going to go back to the one we skipped right here and work a Tunisian simple stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop, and now you have worked a cross stitch. So you can see the little X right there. So that's what you're going to repeat all the way across. Skip the next vertical bar here, into the next Tunisian simple stitch, go back and work a Tunisian simple stitch. Again, skip 1 Tunisian simple stitch, and the next, go back and work that stitch as well. So I'm going to repeat across. That was my last set. I'm going to work the edge stitch, and normally there would be 2 loops here. Since I changed colors, it's kind of just loose there, but when you insert through the edge stitch, you want to make sure you go through 2 loops like that. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay, so now we have to work the return pass. The return pass is always worked the same. And again, we are going to change colors here at the return pass. I'm keeping my yarn separate so that I don't get it tangled up. Okay, chain 1 with the new color. And then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Just repeat that all the way back to the other side. Okay, my last one. Skip this one as usual. Then into the next stitch, you want to work a Tunisian knit stitch. So normally you would enter the vertical bar like this. You want to actually go in between those 2 loops, the front and back, and then push your hook to the back and yarn over and pull up a loop. So you can see here, that's the back, that's the front. You want to go in between those 2 loops. So that is a Tunisian knit stitch. For the next stitch, we're going to work from the left to the right. So it's a twisted knit stitch. So going from the left to the right, insert your hook through to the back, yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay, so you're just going to repeat that in the 2 sets here. You can see they're right above the cross stitches. So you're going to repeat Tunisian knit stitch, insert your hook through to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop. Next stitch, insert your hook from the other side and through to the back, yarn over and pull up a loop. So just repeat that across, Tunisian knit stitch, and then a twisted Tunisian knit stitch, going from the opposite side. Okay, so edge stitch, see you can see both loops now. You want to go through both loops, yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay, so that's the end of the repeat. We're going to work our return pass, change colors, chain 1 and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 and repeat across. Okay, so that is going to be your repeat. We're going to now work the cross stitches across, like down here. Okay, so let's repeat that very first row with the cross stitch. We're going to skip the edge stitch as usual, skip the next stitch, insert Tunisian simple stitch, go back, and Tunisian simple stitch. So there is your cross stitch, skip 1, Tunisian simple stitch, go back, Tunisian simple stitch. So repeat this across. Work your edge stitch through both loops and then just keep repeating those 2 rows. So remember that you want to change your yarn when you work your return pass. So change to the new color. The return pass is always the same. Okay, let me work a few more rows and show you what this sample looks like. Okay, so here I have a few rows. You can see here I carried the yarn up on the left side here. This is what the back looks like, and you can block your work. Tunisian stitches tend to curl if you have a tight tension or if you don't use a large enough hook size. If you have too much curling on the bottom, you can start off with an even bigger hook and then switch on back when you work the rest of the pattern. It's a good idea to block your work once you're done, and it'll relax the stitches a little bit. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. You'll be notified every time I post a video. I'll see you next time.